Well, similar to what Bruce said, I was a little bit distracted by the shuffling of those papers inside the folders, and I agree with Bruce on that.
One other thing I forgot to say was that your questions didn't throw you, and some of them, I think one maybe, was unexpected, and you were so well prepared, you just answered it, no pauses or anything. As for, I don't know if it's really a criticism, but there was I was timer, so it was a little unusual. You gave a fairly lengthy speech, and then you asked for questions, and most speeches I hear like that, that's it. Maybe a few words in conclusion. But you kept going on and did more of the speech. I'm not saying it was a bad thing. It was just a little unusual. I wonder if people might lose. It was hard to time. I timed you up to the questions, and then I timed the whole thing. So that was a bit of a challenge. But the way you used graphics and involved the audience, I don't think anyone lost focus. But that particular format I've never seen before, and I'm wondering if it would, for some people, be difficult to keep going after the questions. That's all.
Recommendations I didn't mention is that part of content is the outline, and I think you did a good job with the outline. Part of what helped was that you basically had your outline on the board, more or less. There were probably a lot of things in your outline. More things that, when you want to give a speech, you want to bring it down to 2 or 3 points that we want to take away with us. The fact that you had everything up here, I think, helped. But you might consider, or at least be able to come back and say, summarize 1 or 2 or 3 things that we need to take away, we need to remember, especially when you have so many. I also want to comment on the questions. One of the things I do is I sometimes get to speak to hostile audiences, and I know that regardless how good your speech is, especially when in the real world in an audience situation, is your answers to a question can make or break what you're trying to accomplish. And Chuck asked a question that wasn't hostile, wasn't intended to be hostile, but I think it was a real critical question, and I think you had a very excellent answer to that. I think you answered that very well. And that was his question, why aren't we putting our emphasis on our home clubs instead of doing this? And I think your answer was, and I don't know if that was rehearsed or planned or you were prepared for that question, but I think you did an excellent job of answering that question.
Very good. Thank you.
But your agendas, they all have a number on them. That's why Doug was up here and he was shuffling these agendas around. What we're going to do is have a surprise door prize. Guess what it is?
A door.
Okay.
No! No! John, it is a hug. I hope you win it. Tom has the bag. He's going to select someone to select a number right out of that bag, and we will see who gets the hug. Tom?
Okay, so I need to select somebody to select, is what you're saying.
Long bag. You better get someone with a long arm.
All right, well, Chuck, I'll let you do it.
All right. What do you need to select one? Select one, and then do what?
He'll tell you.
What is it?
1, 5.
15. Who's got number 15? Oh my gosh! You won't believe this, but Nancy is my DTM twin. We got our DTMs exactly the same time, so she and I are twins. Next, what we have up here, I better take this front and center. Is it working? I hate to set this down and have it go away. I'm going to take someone's advice, and I'm going to move it more than halfway. I learned. What we have here
Not allowed to open
It's
the
something
lids.
that I'm not gonna be able to look with my glasses on.
Don't wreck it.
You know what?
Excellent.
I did decorate cakes professionally, but I can't get the top off of it.
That's because it's plastic and not food.
What we're going to do here now is, I have candles. This cake, I'll pick it up here and show everybody and let it slide off.
I tried.
Wasn't kidding, was I? See what it says? Yes.
Can you bring that
has
this
the
way?
club name on the cake.
Can you bring it this way, Dan, eventually, and I'll take a picture of it?
And guess what?
Spelled right?
Actually, when I went into the cake place, they gave me a hassle. This was the only cake available that didn't already have writing on it. And they told me that they had a back order of 50 people because of graduation. And so if I wanted this cake, I was going to have to just come in and let them write on it. When they asked me what color, I said pink. The little cake decorator went, they didn't have any pink mixed up. She had to go back and get some buttercream and put some pink in it and stir it up, and then she couldn't write on it. No. Apparently she didn't have that experience. Someone had to come out of the back room and come over here and write on the cake. And then the comment was, that is an awful lot of letters to put on that side of the cake. And at that point, I almost said, let me do it. But I've tried that before, and they don't want that to happen. I've even tried to buy the little cone, but it didn't. They don't do that. So anyway, getting back to the candles. Deborah, I hope, has the names of the people that we hope will charter this club. She's going to read off the names, and one at a time, I am going to stick the candle in this cake. Hopefully, we will have 20. If we have 20, we can charter. And when we get 20 or more names, 20 or more names, which will equal 20 or more candles, I am going to light them. Deborah has the lighter right over there, and we are going to have cake. When she reads a name, we applaud as I stick the candle. Is this dramatic or what? Whoa, it's dramatic for me. It's the closest I've been to a cake in 20 years. Deborah!
I will start with the names of the people that have turned in completed applications and checks. Tom Durant.
Tom Durant! Oh!
Sean Iholzer. John Klingel.
John Klingel.
Carmen Kanoki.
Go ahead, Deborah.
Pick it up, Dan.
He's out of practice.
Okay.
Deborah Cronier.
Oh, yes.
Maureen Mold.
Yes.
Dale Mundell.
Yes.
Bruce Noyes.
Yes.
Brenda Pangborn.
Yes.
Doug Hartlow. Dan Plow.
Yes.
Kathy Simon. Sheila Weber.
Wait a minute. Sheila Weber. Where did she go?
Now, I have completed applications, but I still need the moolah from Mark Johnson.
All right.
Fidel De Vera.
Yes.
How many that?
Holy cow.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I believe that's 15.
Now, I will read the names of people who have told me they're joining. And 3 I know for sure. You want that?
Do we want that?
Yes.
If you.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can straw.
Lloyd Smith,
Lloyd Smith.
Krista Owen, Louise Aki, Catherine Daigle, Dave Daigle,
It's getting tight here.
that's 20.
Is that 20?
Then I have 2 for Moses Lake.
And that is Vic Gilliand,
Gilliland
Gilliland.
and Sheldon Townsend.
Are these guarantees?
Yep.
Oh!
is it Townsend?
Townsend.
Okay. That would be
So-
22.
Wonderful. Male.
The goal is by next Friday to
To have it
get
all.
together.
I didn't hear Adrian's name. Oh. No pressure.
Music captain. No. So that means you can join the club.
Big round of applause for
Deborah.
Deborah. Our club president will now come up here and light this cake. Dale.
Right.
They do the inside ones first.
Really?
Far side ones.
They're professional advice.
You filming this, Kathy?
5,
I am.
5, 6, 7.
I didn't take your advice on these.
Now you're gonna melt the tube off the thing, aren't you?
The tube steel.
Yeah. Good. Dale's gonna temper it.
Okay. Almost got her.
Carmen, how many? 22 now?
I didn't count.
Why?
Well, I started to. I thought we were on Jordan.
And 22.
22?
All right.
Okay, there we go.
Boy.
All right.
Awesome.
Now what we get is the district governor to come up here, and we're going to see if he deserves this charter. Adrian, you got to blow him out. All one shot here, and you're not going to blow the candles off the table. Let's see if he deserves this, folks.
Being an opposite.
I think he's done that before. Okay, I'm going to turn it back over to the Toastmaster here, and I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to cut this cake so we can eat it.
Thank you, Dan. Okay, now we're down to some business and some future planning. I believe, Deborah, you're going to talk about this, about